Dun, dun, dun. Sydney horror trip. And boy, it sure was. I go in there occasionally, but gosh, there were some problems this time. It usually takes only an hour, but in this case, it took nearly 2 hours from the time I left. First problem, coming into Sutherland here, we come to a grinding halt. It's not just traffic. There seems to have, look at all that traffic to the side there. There seems to have been some hold up and it was all banked up straight ahead. So I decided to turn onto President Avenue. This offered a sort of a back way to dodge around any traffic jams and rejoin the Prince's Highway there at Sylvania. And away we go. Here I am now, dodging through Miranda, and that's Miranda Fair, and still we tally on. Here we are at the 5 ways at Miranda, which seems like there's a dozen ways to go. But anyway, enjoy the ride. So after the detour, we rejoin the Prince's Highway at Sylvania and we head towards Tom Oakley's Bridge. We're in its planning stages. They said, make it only 30 feet wide, not that much traffic, would use it. Yeah, right. So now we're at the Prince's Highway and Sydney Park Road at Sydney Park. See the chimneys there? The old brickworks, etc. And now comes what turns out to be quite a bottleneck getting into Sydney to Walsh Bay, Hickson Road. This is Sydney Park Road as we head towards McAvoy Street. Now I'm waiting to turn on to Elizabeth Street, one of the main drags through Sydney. Now the reason I go this way is that I don't go through the tunnels because the trips do not warrant the expense. So I'm happy to go this way as we turn around and we're going to head towards Chalmers Street. This is Chalmers Street that leads into Sydney and travels past Central Railway Station. Now that's Central Station, to the left of the picture and we head down towards Goulburn Street. Goulburn Street's the street I want to turn to go to Darling Harbour. But there's a bit of traffic build up and I'm sort of wondering what's going on, because they are putting tram lines through Sydney, which is really original because they originally had tram lines through Sydney but they ripped them up and now they're putting a U-Butte to what they call a light rail, which is really a tramway through Sydney. Now this guy stayed at the lights a few times and then we had a bloke in a bike pull up and he seemed to want to go to the left and nearly did and nearly collected the car, which he decided to go across. There must have been some sort of an accident. I could see red lights and blue lights flashing and God knows what else. So running late, I turned back and went down Elizabeth Street. Because I had to make this detour and not go the way I wanted to go, I knew this was going to be difficult. This is Bridge Street, and up ahead there on George Street, where you see some flashing lights, is where the tram lines or light rail is going. And this is going to be a difficult thing to get through, plus the fact I was going to go into an area that I was not familiar with. So I was actually second guessing every way I was going to go. But this took a while. I was actually calling out of my driver's side window about the current, well at this time, Mayor of Sydney. I'm going, Clovermore, where are you? Clovermore, you should be here. Where are you? Thank you, Clovermore. This is one of the ideas you went along with. Very inconvenient for everyone. Where are you, Clovermore? You should be here. Get on your bike. Now I had absolutely no idea where I was going and even how I was going to get there. So that sign over there says Harbour Bridge. Well, I certainly didn't want to go to the Harbour Bridge, but I had to turn that way. What am I doing? Where am I? Now I went down this street and I'm heading through the top of the Rocks area. And I go down this street and things are starting to look familiar. There's the old Sydney Harbour Tower there. And I knew this part, and I was really pleased because here I am at Hickson Road and I pull up where I was going. Right outside of where I was going. How lucky am I? I did what I had to do and so I left. And I have to go this way because I head to the Eastern Tunnel, which is a freebie tunnel to go back home via. But what would the traffic be like after the nightmare coming in? Under the bridge, and there's the egg salad, and around through the Rocks area. So here I am on George Street, and that's where the rail's going, and here I'm at Circular Quay, with the Circular Quay station to the left up there, the hideous thing, and down we go this way, and this is where the traffic starts really banking up as it wants to turn to Bridge Street. But I go this way, heading towards the Eastern Tunnel. But what would I find at the Eastern Tunnel? I was expecting a nice, easy run, but okay, heading towards the tunnel. Oh, look at the traffic and it's banked. Oh God, what am I finding? Oh no, there's some football game on at the Sydney Showground, and oh golly. But then all of a sudden a laneway opened up, like the Red Sea parting for Moses, and away I went, and I thought, oh God, some luck at last. And so I sallied forth into the direction of home. Oh, and this is South Dowling Street, and it heads towards Sydney Airport. Look at that traffic to the left. Yee. Okay. All going well. Oh, look at that traffic to the right. Oh, God. Anyway, yep, things were magically moving along. So hopefully you have enjoyed this wonderful Sydney horror trip, and you're welcome to it. And this is the only way to do it, at 700 times the speed. Thank you for viewing.